Hey guys, it's Diane again. We're gonna paint this lamb today. See what I did? I used a piece of graphite paper to make the pattern on a board. This is a 7x7 board. These look so cute on an easel. Okay, let's get started. I mixed ochre, yellow ochre, and the tan that I use all the time that's called warm gray, but it's actually tan. I mixed those together to get the background. So let's start painting the background. This one should go pretty fast today. Hope you're all doing well. My topic today is no matter what's happened in your life, you can get through it. I'm a prime example. You can get through it. The name of this painting is The Piece of the Lamb. I thought that a little appropriate today. These don't have to be mixed perfectly. Let's add a little bit of white to give it a lighter color. My family lost a child in 2017. He was 15. We're going to kind of make this look, give it some character by adding not just a solid color, but just scrubbing it around. Kurt was 15. He was the most gentle, loving, kind child I have ever known. I used to tell his mother, I love all of my grandkids, which is 7. I love them all the same, but there is just something about Kurt that is so different and special. And she said, I know what you mean. Can't explain it. And funny, he had a dry humor. I don't care what was said or done. He had a funny comeback that was just hilarious. Anyway, when we lost him, it was just devastating. As you can imagine, losing a child. You don't even want to think about that unless you've had a loss like that. You just can't understand. And I'm not trying to make you understand. I just want you to know that everyone goes through their own trials and tribulations and think about how unfair life is and why you, and I just want you to know that there is peace at the end of all of it. I still miss Kurt. Some days I'm incredibly sad. I don't want to get off the couch. But I have learned to reckon with it. I know he's gone, but I feel him with us all the time. first 5 years, if you've lost a child, it's gonna take a long time. It took me 5 years to really just speak to people. You know, I'm a bit of a recluse anyway. My business has always been in my home, so I don't need a lot of people around me, except family. But then after 5 years, you know, I stopped crying so much and started thinking about a different way to live, to try to figure out a new path. And I have to say that 6th year, I found a way to apologize to God because I lost my faith. I lost everything when I lost Kurt. But it's coming back. This is the 7th year, actually. But year 6, I started thinking about painting. And I totally get lost in it. It has been such a blessing to me. And I never thought I was good before, but I have found a way to kind of be moderately good. I just find something I want to paint. And as you've seen, I make a pattern. I love to paint on wood. It's very forgiving. So whatever you're going through, I hope you can find peace. And if it's through painting, that's awesome. But if it's through traveling, however you can find peace, I encourage you to seek it. And don't be like me and, you know, wanted to die every day. I won't belabor the point, but let's paint the edges while we've got these colors going. I know you can't see me, but it's hard to get this on camera. When we varnish it, these little places with the extra color just swirled around will look so good. You just have to see it varnished. Hope you stick around that long. Okay. If you'll look on the lamb, I made a pattern where the shading gets darker. So let's start with the darker first. So we're going to make a gray. Of course, we're going to use black. Just a smidge. And the white. Let's put some white over here. We just want to touch. Alright, I need a little bit more white. Okay, it doesn't take much paint on these boards. Let's do around the little lamb's face here. This brush has a point, so I don't really mind that it's bigger than I need. Let's make it a little bit wider. I am changing brushes. I'm going to use this one. Just go around its mouth. I don't try to cover up the lines. Alright, let's go back to the gray. Just keep going down. This will all come together shortly. Now the outline of the lamb is kind of wiggly because their fur is kind of wiggly. Okay, let's continue with this lighter gray. Can you see the pattern? See lighter gray right here? That is the front of this hind leg. Get this over here. This is whole leg here. I don't know why I painted it ochre. This right here is gray. I was talking and wasn't paying attention when I was painting that ochre color. Okay, we need it to be a little bit darker, and we actually need a touch of brown in it. Just a touch. Just keep looking at your picture, following what is done on the picture. Doesn't have to be perfect, because we are going to stipple with an old paintbrush all over it to make it look more like lamb's fur. Okay, let's do this right here under the neck. It would be darker because it would be shadowed under the neck. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of peach. We're going to add the peach just a little bit to that brown we've been using. Go right here by its ear. Right here. Keep looking at the picture. See the peachy color right here and here. Okay. I'm going to go back with the darker gray right here. Add a little bit more black so that will be darker. My hope every day is that my dogs don't bark. If something comes down the road, they're gonna bark. I live behind my daughter's house in a tiny house. There is another house behind me, and she does have a lot of traffic. If someone goes past, my dogs bark. Okay, let's do a little light gray right here. Now we're going to paint the rest of the sheep, lamb, a very light tan. And then we will put the white on top. So we're just going to put a little bit of tan in this white. Now you can kind of paint over the lines that were drawn. It's not necessary, but you can. Kind of just blend it in. We'll do the ear last. I am of the opinion that you can paint anything you want. Anything. My daughter and I recently went to, I'm from Alabama, we went to Knoxville to watch my first great-granddaughter. Her parents, they live in Coleman, Alabama too. However, her family sells fireworks. I mean, that's all her grandfather's ever done. And he gives them a booth every 4th of July. And they go work their booth, and they've just had a little girl. She's 1.5, about. And we went up there to watch her, so we stayed in an Airbnb. And in the bathroom, it was a very pretty place, there was this humongous peacock. Painted peacock. It was gorgeous. Well, I took a picture of it. I have to paint it. And I'm going to paint it that big. I have ordered a 24 by 60 board. And I will paint it soon and show it. However, I'm going to paint a smaller one. Here on the channel. It's so pretty. My youngest daughter got married. Her colors were the colors of a turquoise peacock feather. So I've already talked to her about it, and she wants the smaller one that I'm going to paint. Can't wait to do that. I have taken off work for 2 weeks to paint these. And right before I go back to work, I'm going to paint the peacock. I have a barn door in my tiny house that it serves two purposes. It covers up my bathroom, or you can pull it back and it covers up a closet where I keep the kitty litter box. And it's huge. It's I know it's 9 foot tall. My ceilings are 10 in that area. And I'm going to put that peacock on that door. So I'm kind of anxious to get it done. Okay. I'm going to get a brush like this that's old and worn out. I'm going to use it to stipple. So we're only going to use white. So let's start up here at the top. I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention so that you can see. But we're just going to do like that. Maybe I should have painted the top white first, because I'm sure that's That's where the sun is shining. Now let's stipple it. You can't make a mistake. No worries. Now you're going to come over this gray part so that it looks like a shadow underneath the hair. This has never been painted, so let's put some white here. Okay, let's stipple. Stipple over your lines. We'll get the front of his mouth later. Okay, let's paint this white. We'll just get to his backside and stop there. Let's stipple that. Go around the edges, make it look like a lamb's fur. Okay, let's go around his ear. I'm not going to do much. We're going to leave that color coming through so that it looks like a shadow. Let's finish the white. This is the tail. I'm kind of going to leave the lines showing so that the tail will be outlined more or less, and I'm not going to stipple it. So we'll go around his backside. Go over that shadow. Just go down his leg. You can leave that line on the edge or not. Oh my God, can you see me? I am so sorry. I'm new to this, guys. I'm learning. I'm learning. Just leave that line around its tail. Let's go over this gray. Not a lot. when you're painting, if you're right-handed, you should always paint the left side first so that this hand doesn't mess up what you've already done. Paint this white. We're almost done. Okay, let's paint the ear. I'm going to use a small brush. Going to go around that. I'm going to have to turn it upside down so I won't touch the paint. Hope you're enjoying my channel. If you are, please subscribe. It would help me so much. I'm actually trying to quit work. I have, first 5 years of my life, I taught school. And then my mother talked me into going into the curtain business, which I did. And I'm still in it, and I'm 74. Of course, I only sew online now. There goes a truck up the road. I sure hope my dogs don't see it. Me talking and this music kind of puts them in a relaxed state. They're 12 years old. All they do is relax. Okay, we're just gonna put a little bit of peach on the side of their ear. It's ear. Quinn. No. They don't miss much. Hey, y'all want a treat? Let me give them a treat to distract them. You want a treat, Chloe? Quinn, want a treat? There you go. Okay, let's get the nose, which is that pinky color. I just chose flesh. And there's a little bit of pink on top of the lip. So now we did a little bit of brown. You don't need much. Okay, let's do the eye, which is black. a tiny, tiny brush. Okay, there is actually a lid on top of the eye. We're going to go like that. And put the eye under it. You don't want to make a round ball. I mean, you could, but I think that looks good. Okay. Let's dry it. And we're going to make some semblance of grass at the bottom. Amazon fan, quiet. I've got batteries. Nice and easy. Don't have to plug it up. It's almost time to varnish. My favorite part. Sure have enjoyed y'all being with me today. A piece of the lamb. That is so sweet. Okay. I'm going to mix some green with what we started out with. Just, I mean, a tad of green, any color. Any color of green. I think I'm going to use this. That might be too soft. I'm looking for a tough brush. Okay. Let me mix that up with another brush. This is what we started with. The tan and the ochre and a touch of green. Touch of brown. Okay. You don't have to mix it real a lot. So we're going to go back to the stiff brush and I'm going to wet it and just grab a little bit of this. Just brush up. We're just pretend making grass. Make sure your brush is wet. Go around the feet. And I'm just going to scrub it around a little bit. Okay, let's make it a little bit darker. Over what I've just painted. Try to come up from the bottom. Okay, we're going to do one more thing, and that is put a dot on the eye. That gives life to it. Of course, it's white. if the eye were bigger, we can make just a little straight line, but we're just going to put a dot on it. There we go. We're finished, guys. I actually don't like the way the bottom looks, but just make it a little bit brown down there, like it was originally. And let's make some blades of grass like that. That looks better. When we varnish it, it'll look great. Alright, let's try it and then varnish it, and we're finished. I'm going to come down where the mouth is with some white. Don't really like how that looks. There you go. Okay, back to the drying. We're almost finished. This is the varnish I use. It's Liquitex High Gloss Varnish. And I know I say it every time, but I get it from Amazon. And it is a little bit cheaper on Amazon. You can get more for about the same amount as you get a lesser amount at Hobby Lobby. So thank you guys for being with me today. And I hope everything is well in your family. I want you to take care of yourself. Okay, we're going to put the varnish on lightly. I usually wait an hour, but you know, I don't have an hour, so there's maybe a blade of grass that's a little wet, but I'll be careful there. Just put it right in the middle. Get a bigger brush and just brush it on. Your table needs to be level or it will pull in a corner, and you'll be able to see that pull. I may have gotten a little bit too much. Let me do the sides. I'm just going to pull this straight down and mop it off on my puppy pad. Now just check the sides, make sure it's not running over the edge, and you'll be able to see that. What do you think, guys? Look how the varnish just makes it pop. Thank you guys. I will see you next time.